Hey Hope family, this is Krista Dene here, and you're listening to the Hope Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the last day of September, and in my mind, the last day of Suicide Prevention Month, because I think we should have Suicide Prevention Month, not week. I will talk about that in just a bit. Just a quick announcement. I love to keep you guys engaged on what's going on. My first international collab actually is available now. I collaborated with a group in Nigeria, and the song is called Grace Revelation. So keep a lookout for that. I'll be sharing more about it on my social media. So yay to international collabs. All right, guys, it is time for the Hope Pledge, also our prayer. Hope that you guys are loving it, that you are really taking this to heart. So here we go. I vow to take care of my health. I will treat my body as a temple with reverence and respect. I vow to be optimistic. I will guard the avenues of my mind and be intentional about my thoughts. I vow to claim my power in Jesus Christ. I will be proactive about my relationship with God and exercise the authority I have over the enemy. I vow to share my experience. I refuse to let the rocks cry out in my place. I claim that others will be saved by my testimony. I will be open about my faith, my worship, and my love for Jesus. I am strong, I am bold, I am called, I am loved, I am gifted. Above all, I have hope. Guys, I have so much coming for this podcast. I have actually a whole bunch of different topics based on how you guys have been communicating with me, and I've spent some time in prayer. I cannot wait to begin that series. But before I begin on that whole journey, this is about suicide prevention. So Suicide Prevention Week is actually from September 8th to September 14th. As far as I'm concerned, the fact that people are still asking the question, what do they have to be depressed about? We're not doing a very good job of raising awareness. The fact that people are still so incredibly ignorant and insensitive about people going through depression, which is 1 in 5 adults, by the way. So it's not that rare. It's not that uncommon. And I vote for making it a month. So I don't know how to do that, but I think we should. And send me a message if you agree that we should have Suicide Prevention Month, not just a week. So I would actually like to take a moment of silence for a few people that have been so depressed that they chose to take their own life. Just to name a few: Robin Williams, the actor; Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park; Kate Spade, the entrepreneur; Kim Jong-hyun, K-pop star. He was only 27 years old. And Jared Wilson, this just happened, a pastor of a megachurch. This is just to name a few. There's so many more. Marilyn Monroe. There's so many, but I would just like to take a moment of silence. So there is actually no stereotype for those who are depressed. There are alarming symptoms, yes, but to say, oh, that person's not depressed because they look like this, that is just completely incorrect. Not everybody fits those descriptions for alarming signs. Some people that are depressed look totally fine in front of you, and when they go home, it's a totally different thing. That was my experience, right? So there are a few statistics that I would like to share with you that I don't think people realize how common it is. So as I mentioned earlier, yes, 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness each year. 1 in 25 adults experience serious mental illness. So that can be to the point of suicide, that can be bipolar, any sort of serious mental illness that can put themselves or others in danger. And it's 1 in 6 youth, ages 6 to 17, that experience a mental health disorder every single year. 43.3% of adults in the US receive treatment for mental illness. That's almost half. 64.1% of adults with serious mental illness receive treatment, and 50% of the youth receive treatment for mental health. I mean, for us to say things like, what do you have to be depressed about? It's something you can change, get over it. It's not that serious. Most people are dealing with this. So there's clearly a disconnect. And the fact that people don't feel comfortable discussing what they're going through, that just has to change. I'm so through with it. I can't even tell you. I mean, suicide is the second leading cause of death among people ages 10 to 34. The second cause of death. So if that's not alarming, I don't know what is. And there's a few assumptions that we make. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to list 5. 5 assumptions people make about depressed people. 1, that they just want attention. That is so wrong. 2, they should just cheer up. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading these. 3, they look happy, so they must not be that depressed. Okay. 4, all depressed people are introverts. Okay. 5, people with depression take medication. These are all lies. All lies. Now, obviously, there's exceptions to the rule, but these biases, they don't apply to everyone. So, no, people that are depressed, I'm sorry, I get so passionate about this. I think the reason why I personally get so passionate about this is because I battled with darkness for so long and I didn't feel safe saying it or getting help because I felt like people were like, well, you have this, so why would you feel this way? You must want attention. You must think life is all about you. I had a hormonal imbalance, okay? And it wasn't until I was able to figure things about a lot of things, mainly how I was thinking through things. Thank God for therapists. Thank God for Jesus and therapists that I'm able to be mentally healthy now. And everyone has their relapses. I have my relapses. But to say that people just want attention and it's just wrong. No, you cannot just cheer up because it is not an on and an off switch. Honestly, if you're going through depression right now, you know what I'm saying? If you could simply just cheer up, you would have done it by now, right? No, your wealth does not determine, or what you look like does not determine. So to say you look happy, your life looks great, what do you have to be depressed about? You must not be that depressed. Please stop saying that. I'm an ambivert, which is a mix between extroverts and introverts. And there are plenty of people with various personality types that suffer from depression. And not all people that are depressed take medication. That's not a right or wrong thing. There are so many horrible side effects to medication. And I am not a doctor. I am not an advocate for either or. I'm going to tell you that you should do what God tells you to do. From my experience, that didn't involve medication. Yours may be different. So please just stick to your convictions and do what's best for you. So for those that suffer, they're not at fault. It's not an on or off switch. It can be a hormonal imbalance. And honestly, a lot of it is, like I shared with myself, it's a lack of thinking strategies to help process information or to help process your experiences. So I just want to sum it up with 2 messages. The first message is the first message is for those who don't get it, who don't understand, who've never been through depression before, or who have never felt low to that point. Please, I'm begging you for the world to be a safer place. Please stop making bias and ignorant statements. Ignorant meaning lack of information, because if you have lack of information to say something about something you don't know, it's harmful, it's insensitive, and people's lives are on the line. And I'm not coming at you. I'm trying to speak to you in love and desperation. If you don't understand, then either don't say anything about the subject, or do research and learn more so that you can be more empathetic. Someone you love could be dealing with this and you wouldn't even know because your actions and your words don't create a safe place for them to be honest and to confide in you and to be their real self. You never know who's around you and you never know what they're dealing with. So it's really, really important that we watch our words and that we watch our actions and our biases towards certain subjects. And for those who are suffering, I'm so sorry and I'm so proud of you for still being here. Thank you. Thank you for choosing life today. It doesn't matter what you've done or what you're going through. You are loved and you have a purpose. Protect your mind, protect your body, protect your soul, and do something you enjoy at least once a day. If no one else understands, trust me. God, your creator, your father, the one who is so crazy about you and seeks after your own heart, he's the one that understands. And you are not weak. This is not your fault. God, along with the tools that he has given us on this earth, he is everything you need. Well, my family, this is the end of today's podcast. I really wanted to raise awareness for Suicide Prevention Month. And again, take the 2 messages and all of these statistics with you, and let's change the world, guys. Let's please, maybe save someone's life. Maybe be able to prevent them from doing something that we would all regret gravely. I love you so much, guys. Remember, spread hope. Till next time.